Hey guys, Jimmy here, and welcome back to Assetto Corsa for another video. Now, I enjoyed the last video in Assetto Corsa at Transagarrison so much, I thought I'd do something similar today. But this time, Wankel Beast, the rotary Mazda RX-7 at Trentobodone, the Italian hill climb course, which I don't really know very well. So, it's going to be fun. I've driven more of this than I have of Transagarrison, so I know it a little bit better, but I'm still not too great at it. Now, the reason why I picked the RX-7 here, one, because I love this car in real life. It's a car that I'll never get to own. Well, hopefully one day I will, but I don't have any high hopes of it. And two, it's part of the Japanese car park that I also adore and never ever spoke about. So, I'm going to do a bit of both in this video, speak about how awesome this car is in real life, in my opinion, and how awesome the pack is, and hopefully be somewhat entertaining while doing it. That's a goal, isn't it, guys? Definitely. Right, and so here we are in our yellow RX-7 FD. Fans of Initial D can thank me later. And yeah, on the start line. Yeah, rotary goodness. So we have a nice clean getaway. Big old burnout. Love how this car sounds. That turbo gauge there to the left. The sequential turbos doing their thing. If you watch regular car reviews, and that's almost a meme talking about sequential turbos, but I'm not going to do that because that's sort of boring. We were on street tyres, as we were. Actually, we weren't on street tyres in the Porsche. We were on sort of old racing tyres. We're on street tyres here, so you can't be going too fast. I'm not going to be driving again 110%, just enough to sort of enjoy the drive, be able to try and form some sort of monologue at the same time. Now, the Japanese car pack came out a long time ago. It included some cars that I adore. This is one of them. The Skyline R34 is another, and of course the ever awesome A86 Torino, which they pretty much included a oh dear, Takumi's A86 from the show in the later versions with the fast engine, which I forget the name of. I'm sure there's some anime fan out there that's going to stab me in the throat because of that, but oh well. And that car's really fun to drive as well. But I actually prefer this car because, I don't know, the RX-7 is a car that I've always had a weird relationship with. It's one of those cars that I never knew anything about until sort of meeting people who are into cars or playing Gran Turismo. Funnily enough, I used to have an RX-7 in that as my main car, and I used to get up to like 200 miles an hour and be like, oh yeah, this car's really cool. But I never really sort of went on from the car from there. As the RX-7 Spirit, I think it's called. I think it's the same as this car here. One with the sort of the trim. Producing 270 odd horsepower as per the Japanese gentleman's agreement. I'm pretty sure they're quite easily tuned to 300 though. I've seen versions of these car on piston heads that have like 500 horsepower and 1.3 as I scuff the paintwork very nicely there. Then again, second gear. And even with the street tyres, this car is pretty responsive. All the power is very high up. It's almost like a motorbike in that regard. So you have to make sure you're keeping the revs pretty high. Luckily the gearing is pretty good for that. Oh, understeer there, big old understeer. Actually a rare occurrence in this car. You more often get the oversteer from the power coming in. It's not too heavy of a car either, so the power does feel quite substantial. We're only going to be using probably the first 3 gears on this run. We might use more if I get confident, which I doubt I will. There you go, hitting that turbo. The speed just increases exponentially. Nearly doing 100 miles an hour, going to brake because I'm scared. Again, not really sure where this course goes, but oh, got away with that alright. I really wanted to do a video around here, I probably will in the future, some sort of best motoring style video where we have the RX-7 face off with the R34, and I'll get a camera car to chase as well. That'd be really cool, I think. I was sort of discussing doing that with a friend, but it's going to be a lot of effort, so we'll see if it's viable first. Oh, shifting down a bit too quickly. Engage drift. Absolutely love it. But yeah, I mean the RX-7, the FC anyway, is a car that I would love to own in real life. I don't care if it's got a rotary engine that brakes after like 10 miles. I don't care if that's super expensive, but I just love the shape of the RX-7 FC. So aggressive, it looks fast. and it's just, you know, a bit of a Mazda fanboy now, unfortunately, due to the MX-5. So an RX-7 would be the next logical step, wouldn't it, in the journey of just putting loads of money into a pit and burning it. It's so tempting in these cars just to dip the clutch when you're in first gear, like this, and just drift your way around. Oh, I do like doing that. This car's very actually responsive to drifts, very easy to control them. It gets a bit harder the faster you go, of course, as it would in any car, but for a stock car on the street tyres, it's still pretty good. You know, that power really helps it up when you're trying to get the back end out. Yeah, even in second gear, that changed the direction, the back end coming loose. Also might be heating the rear tyres up a little bit. Well, they are road tyres, they should withstand quite a bit before they get too hot. I'm actually lost now, so excuse my sort of blundering through this section. They happen to third gear. 140, 150 k's. Not a good idea on this road, this Italian hill climb that I've only started driving recently. I drove it maybe a couple of months ago once in a Gentle Mind Performance Nissan R33 Skyline. That's a really cool mod. Look up Gentle Mind Performance on Facebook. Oh Jesus, too fast through there. Pay the price, have your damages off. Yeah, they do really cool mods of cars you might not expect to see in a Assetto Corsa, and it's definitely worth a shout out. I'll try and remember to put a link somewhere, but you can only download that stuff through Facebook, so if you haven't got a Facebook, sorry mate. Again with the liberal application. Oh, the right foot. The change of direction is somewhat predictable, but like any car with a turbo, it likes to snap, so you've got to be careful with it when you're doing your beast drifting. There, understeer. It's actually a little bit faster to do that in this car, but the risk doesn't really outweigh the speed you get from it. Doing it in second gear now. I'm to use the brakes to balance the car. Full lock to the right. Just about save that. It's actually a very friendly car to drive. It's you'd think it'd be a bit scarier, considering, you know, it's a 90s rear-wheel drive turbo car. Oh, understeering a bit there. But it's quite, you know, it's quite user-friendly. There's definitely been cars that I've driven in the Japanese car park for a start that have been more difficult than that. Actually, the fast A86 is actually pretty difficult through here. The gearing just isn't very good. You find yourself off the rails a lot of the time, and in that car you really need to be at 7,000 or 8,000 RPM in a car that revs to 8,000 RPM to actually have any chance of carrying any sort of speed. And the first again. Could not resist. It's so easy not to do that, you just don't use as much throttle, but that's no fun, is it? Oh, that caught me out. Oh dear, oh dear. Very good. So that would be one crashed RX-7 in real life, and a very sad Jimmy Broadbent. Well, a sad Jimmy Broadbent thing's a constant anyway, but a sadder Jimmy Broadbent because no RX-7. Rotary power is not as good when it's in, halfway up a tree. Whatever. Oh no, again, so I'm getting a bit overconfident now. Need to dial it back a little bit. Don't know where I'm going, so I can't just bez it everywhere. Bez it, bloody hell. That's a chav word I've ever heard one. Yeah, but I'm enjoying making videos at the moment. You know me, sort of comes and goes motivation wise. I hope you guys don't mind that. I'm sure some of you do, but what I don't understand though, I hope someone can please just tell me why this is. It always bothers me. Not because I care about subscribers, but because I wonder why it works this way. Actually, okay, that sounds bad. I care about people who subscribe to me, but I don't care about the number of subscribers I have. I just care about having people who enjoy the content. When I don't release videos, when I go on a hiatus, very often... Oh dear, don't hit that. Oh, nearly took a front end. When I go on a hiatus, I gain subscribers. When I put out videos, I lose subscribers. Please tell me how that makes sense. Maybe I need to go to that one of those really shitty YouTube tutorial things they're trying to get creators to do. Creators, that sounds so pompous. Ouch! These are the strats I used the other day when we drove this hill climb. Some people from the team speak, Nate, Oscar and Nick, we drove all together. And I started to fall behind because I didn't know where I was going. I just started using the barriers to turn in proper Gran Turismo style. Oh, that's a sharp one. Easy on the throttle there. Could have quite easily just revved it up again and had a big old drift, but oh, maybe not a big old drift, just a wheel spin. There's a bit of a difference there. You have to have more of a angle to get a nice drift going on. You can't just do it out of the corner. You get that. It doesn't really, not as satisfying. But yeah, as usual, I'm really impressed with the road cars in Assetto Corsa. I think they far, in terms of realism, far outperform the other cars. The other racing cars. I always feel the racing cars have too much grip whatever car you're in. The road cars always seem to have just that right amount. Just enough for you to have fun with, but to remind you that you are in a road car after all. There we go. Just a little bit of a flip of the clutch there in second gear. In before crash. Oh no, I could have kept that drift going then if I kept on the throttle, but I came out of it. This is a great little cruising track to come on. I like doing that sometimes. I don't know about you guys, but you know, obviously I'm part of this super serious VEC league that requires millions of laps of practice. Sometimes I just like to drive around, do absolutely nothing, and just enjoy driving a car in the fake world of sim racing or sim driving. Nog. I'm actually learning Italian. Probably should brush up on that at some point. I'm not very good at the moment, so don't comment in Italian, otherwise I'm just going to look stupid. Actually no, I'll use translator and it'll be fine. You'll think I'm clever then. Speaking of VEC, I did some practice earlier and doing a double stint, which is about, for you who don't know, about 70-80 minutes of driving. Got to the last 10 minutes and I had a power cut, lost my Motec data and didn't get to finish my double stint. So that was I said I wasn't going to drive anymore after that, but here I am, driving an RX-7 to relax and to hopefully give you guys a video that you'll enjoy. Oh, that's not good. Don't crash into the bins. The RX-7 is a recycling. To make an RX-8! No, let's never make RX-8s. Those things are terrible. I half thought about buying one of those and then did research and decided definitely not to, ever. Do you like cars that blow up after 50,000 miles? No, I'm good. I've got the MX-5 for that. Oh no. I did the thing. Oh, I hate invisible barriers, man. I wasn't ready for that and buckled my wrist slightly. I don't need the wrist. I'm single, it's fine. Oh wait, no, I do need the wrist, I'm single. 10 out of 10, best joke. Where does this road even go? Oh, there it is. Try not to brake too hard. I was trying to brake to not lock the wheels, and then it just wasn't enough. I just go straight into the wall. Even if I locked up, then I would have went straight into that. So what you're seeing now is the way I'm not driving this. I'm driving it a little bit too casually right now. I should be paying more attention to where I'm going because, like I said, I don't know this circuit or this hill climb. There are people who do this like as a time trial and go up here as fast as they can. I just have no idea how you memorise that much road for time trial purposes. Although I do know the Nordschleife, I suppose, so there is maybe a chance for me to learn. Maybe I'll do that one day. I'll learn one of these circuits and just come flying through here and like Siege or something that actually corners a bit better than this. I'm not saying this corners badly, but it likes to do the drifties. That is somewhat enabled though by my very heavy right foot. So many hairpins here. Four-wheel drive would be a good advantage if you could get it turn in properly each time. Well, we won't think about that now because we're coming to the end. Oh no, the end is there. You know what we'll do. There you go. How you meant to end. Crossing the line in reverse. Guys, thank you for watching. Okay, I just parked that without touching the wheel. Thank you very much for watching. It was fun to drive. I do enjoy this car. Try and get a video or a picture of the... That's actually parked really well. Look at that, right next to the barrier. 10 out of 10. Oh, it is a Spirit car, okay. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, etc. Am I rambling? It's cool to drive this car in a video. I do plan to drive some more of the Japanese car packs at some point, as well as other cars and Assetto Corsa, but I prefer to do them on an individual basis as opposed to reviewing a whole pack, because I think that doesn't really give enough time to each car. So, no, I've got a lot of work to do if I'm going to be doing that. If you did like the video, make sure to hit the like button, do all that nice stuff, leave me a comment below, tell me how much you love me. And yeah, I'll catch you next time for more sexy content. So take care guys, and have an awesome day.